Hi guys, welcome back. It's UK here. Today's video for RPG A Day 2020 is entitled Tribute. So I'm going to pay tribute to the members of my gaming team, my gaming club, my table. All great people that I've known for a good few years, had some great games. There's Mr. Gary, who is, well, not sure how you describe Gary, but he has some cool character concepts that he brings to the table, and tends to have a habit of, well, how can I put this delicately? Sleeping with succubi and then having the entire party's treasure stolen. This has happened at least 2 occasions, and it will probably happen again, knowing him. There's Mr. Jason, one of my oldest friends from school, who is a expert on the rules, comes up with some really cool character ideas and concepts. And while none of us are the Amdram, style role players, he's definitely one of our better role players on the table. There's Mr. Darren, who I've known for, well, many years now, nearly 20 years, who is very much a storyteller. And again, some of the best character concepts I've seen in recent years come from him. Kate Monster, who always works hard to ensure that there's some levity and fun at the table. Mr. Shadbolt, again, a massive expert on the rules, probably the closest thing that we have to a rules lawyer at our current table. Currently, well, when we get back to it, running a Star Wars campaign for us. Mr. Luke. Now, Mr. Luke. Mr. Luke has a habit of having his characters killed off repeatedly by mine. In the last campaign that we played, I think he went through 4, maybe 5, all simply because he ended up being within close proximity to my Blood Rager, who intentionally had a very low will to ensure that he could be, that he had a weakness, which in this case tended to be to confusion spells, and he did tend to kill Luke's characters. Sorry. There's Mr. Simon. Now, when I say people come up with cool character concepts, I'm not fibbing, but some of Simon's have been absolutely awesome. In the current campaign that I will be going back to, he's got a I can't think what they're called now. He's basically playing Baby Groot, but a powerful sorcerer or wizard. I forget which. It's been so long now. Really cool character concept, good fun character. And there's Mr. Curtis, who, quite frankly, I'm sure is quite mad because some of his character concepts that he has come up with, and especially for Pathfinder Society, have been, well, let's just say, one of his characters is an ooze in a bucket. Another one basically spends its entire time as a small bird, and we actually have to communicate or speak with birds as spells on scrolls to be able to talk to him. It's very strange. There's Mr. Landon, who is a very knowledgeable chap, awesome role player, really good GM. And now that's sort of like the main core of our group. Then I've got some honourable mentions. There's Mr. Mulch and Mr. Joel, both of whom have enhanced our Pathfinder Society games to no end with their cool characters. There's my friend Chris from school, without whom, even though I had a passing interest in role-playing games before that, he was the one that actually got me into it, and I don't think I'd actually be doing this now if it wasn't for him. I think other things in life would have taken that. Mr. Colin, who opened our local game store back in about 2003, 2004, maybe 2005. I mean, it's not there now, but he's the one that sort of brought a lot of gamers together in our town and expanded our social network. Big Dave, the only man I know to have gone through something like about 12 characters in one 4-hour session. Don't ask. Also, the only man who, in his very first attempt to GM a game, didn't know what to do when the party went what we call off book. So he just turned around and said, "Well, your characters don't come back." There's JP, who is the best Call of Cthulhu GM I've ever known. Some of the best, well, in fact, I will say the best Call of Cthulhu campaigns I've ever played have been his. And I'm going to throw an honourable mention to a player who isn't around anymore, not in a gone sense, he's moved away, Mr. Malins, aka Moonchin, who, for all the arguments we used to have, was the best dang rules lawyer I've ever known. I didn't have to bother looking stuff up when I needed a query. I could always look to him and he knew exactly where it was or what the rule was. A few other name drops I'm just going to throw in. Robin, Brett, Jack, people that we sadly don't play with anymore due to other commitments. I've got some really cool gaming friends, and our games are absolutely awesome sauce because of it. So this is my little tribute to them. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the games. Here's to many more. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.